Hi, I'm Deborah from South Essex Slings. This video is going to show you the Isara The One carrier with a newborn. So the first thing I've done in here is with the waistband, you've got this Velcro. You need to adjust the width of that carrier to fit across your baby's bum and thighs into their knee pits. So with small newborns, this is going to be quite narrow, and as their legs get longer, this will get wider. The second thing to do on the front of the panel is adjust these straps here. So these will adjust the height of the fabric. So with small babies, this is going to need to be nice and snug and low. And as you can see there, it kind of folds into itself like a little concertina. So waistband will go on, turn that in towards you, and waistband will go quite high on your body with a newborn. They need to keep their head nice and high on your chest. So the higher the waistband goes, the higher that brings them. Sorry, the sun has just started really shining and it's got very bright. So clip that on. Waistband nice and high on your body and nice and central as well. You want the top of that waistband not dip in towards the floor. You want it nice and parallel with the floor and nice and high on your body. And then the little clips that are attached to the shoulder straps, this is going to end up on your back, and some people will struggle to reach that to clip it up. So if you clip it up first and then loosen off your shoulder straps so they're nice and long and baggy, and you've got that clip together. Just make sure you leave some little danglies for you to be able to reach under your arm. Then find your baby, snuggle them onto your front, encourage their little hands up by their face and support across their thighs, encouraging them to tuck their knees up into that nice squat position. This doll doesn't bend very well, but you want those knees nice and tucked up with that bum lower than their knees. Supporting across their thighs and positioning them with their bottom. You don't want their bottom right on top of that waistband. You want them to drop their bottom just over the top of that waistband, so that when you bring this up and over their back, their bottom ends up in all of this fabric rather than sat on top of that waistband. It will really make their positioning much nicer, much more comfortable, and it will feel better on your body. So bringing that fabric up and over the top of baby, just kind of holding at the top here, making sure that fabric's nice and tucked in there. And you want the top of this fabric to come to baby's earlobes. So you want it supporting the neck up to the bottom of the ears. You don't want it covering any higher up their head, because otherwise we're going to prevent their head from moving if they need to. Keep one hand on baby, reach down for that clip, pop that over your head like a t-shirt, and then your arms will come between the black webbing and the padded straps. So check that baby's in and everything's covering baby well, and then we'll start to tighten up. So reach behind you along this strap. You can reach for that dangly piece that we left and pull that down and forwards. The Isara also has a dual adjust mechanism. So if you're struggling to reach back there, you have an adjuster here that you can pull backwards to tighten. So you have the choice. You can pull forwards or backwards. Pull them, make sure baby's nice and snug on you, make sure their little hands are up by their face, and then we'll go through our safety checks. We check that baby's head is high on the firm part of your chest so that they're not down in squishy bits, nice and high on the firm part of your chest. Their body should be snug against you so they're not able to slump or fall, and their airways should be clear and visible with a quick glance. They should be high, tight and in sight to be safe. Then check their hands are up by their face. This helps to keep their chin off their chest, and you can scoop those little knees up and kind of make sure their legs aren't spread overly wide. Their knees are tucked up higher than their bottom's in that nice pouch of fabric, and they're nice and comfortable. They've got that nice gentle curve to their spine. and you're nice and comfy. This back strap here is generally most comfortable on most bodies at around armpit level, which is why I show you that t-shirt method of getting it on, because we can't always reach it when it's back quite low by our armpits. And then when you're ready to get baby out, if you can reach that strap, you can unclip that. If not, you can unclip at the sides here and lift it back over your head. And then pop baby down, and then you can remove your waistband. If you have any questions at all regarding this carrier or any other carrier, baby safety or your comfort, please reach out. I'm always happy to help.